Hi guys, happy Monday. I've just finished work and done a little bit of shopping. I've got a little bit of a cold, so I've got the sniffles a bit, but I've brought lots and lots of tissues. So let me show you what I've brought. So I got these tissues, which are from Wilkinsons. Everything I got is from Wilkinsons. And I'm a little bit fussy about which tissue boxes that I have because it goes out in the front room and I want it to look pretty, and I really like the pattern on this one, and it's got little birds on it. And you can't always get them, so I bought 4 boxes of those. And then just as I was going to the till, I also noticed that they've got cups that have got the same pattern on it, so I might have to go back and get one of those. I don't know, we'll see. I also got 4 tubs of these baby cotton buds, and it's not actually the cotton buds that I want them for, but these plastic tubs. These are only 39p, and these make such good storage for, like, Trevor does a lot of bread, so we have the little sachets of yeast, and we've also got some little sachets of cream of tartar at the moment, and the cupboards are just a bit of a mess, and these little plastic pots are really good for storing those kind of things in and stop them from being everywhere in the cupboards. We've got 4 of those. I've also got a drawer that I'm trying to tidy out, so I'll be using them in there as well. On the tidying theme again, I got these press and seal bags, which are like little Ziploc bags, because I've got a drawer under the telly that is just full of wires. There's wires for the Kindle, the camera, the chargers, and it's just like a drawer of spaghetti, which is really irritating. And I actually wanted to get pencil cases so I could, like, clear pencil cases so I could separate all of the wires out, but they didn't have any pencil cases left, so I'm going to get these for now and keep my eye out for the pencil cases when they come in. But these were quite cheap, and there's 50 in there, so I'm sure I'll be able to use them in the kitchen as well. The last thing I got was these Kilner jars, and I got 3 of these, and they haven't got the size on them, which is probably why I find it so difficult to buy them, because I can never remember what size I actually have, and they don't seem to have the mils or the grams that they hold on them. No, they don't say that anywhere. So again, this is just to help me tidy out the cupboards. The cupboards seem to be getting a bit out of control, especially with that Kitchen Nomad box coming. It's given me like extra jars and things, and I do really like the kitchen to be organised, so I'm going to use these to organise some of the nuts and bits and pieces. Because Trevor's got a mincemeat at the moment. Let me show you the mincemeat. This is Trevor's mincemeat, because closer to Christmas he'll make some mince pies, but he's already done the mincemeat to go in them because it does take a while to just marinate all the flavours. So we've already got that in the fridge, and there's a lot of fruit in this, and so now we've got in the cupboards little half bags of fruit, which really bugs me because it makes the cupboards look messy, so that's the reason I had to also buy some more of the Kilner jars. Maybe a little bit over the top, I don't know, I just can't stand it when you open the cupboard and loads of half packets of things fall out on you. So my trip today, the purpose of my trip was to just try and get the cupboard sorted out a bit, and then maybe if you're interested I could do a cupboard tour for you. So for dinner tonight we're having duck breast with cabbage and some potato croquettes with a plum sauce. I didn't make the plum sauce, I got it from Marks and Spencer's, but it does look pretty tasty. Just came in a little sachet, so I just boiled it in the sachet with the cabbage. My Foodie Penpal box is here. It's brilliant. Let me show it to you. So it came with this cute little card that tells you what everything is. I hope you can hear me. The dishwasher's going, it's kind of noisy. Yeah, this explains what everything is. I actually opened this last night. I was working yesterday, and when I got in from work, this box was waiting for me, which was such a nice treat because it's got homemade goodies in it. It's got these snow cookies. Now, there was 2 more, but me and Trevor had one last night. They're really nice. They're kind of a thick cookie. They're quite biscuity, like hard. And then they've got like a icing sugar on the outside. They're really sweet and tasty. I think this is the assortment of almond cookies. I had one this morning, kind of with my breakfast. And that was really, really tasty too. And then this is the box of, I think this is the Hazelnut Delights. And as you can see, they're all individually wrapped. We've also opened some of those and they were really nice. I don't know if they're all different, but the one I had was a bit like an inside out Ferrero Rocher, so that was good too. There's this tin of smoked paprika, and There's also some saffron strands, which I love saffron, and it's so expensive too, so that's great. There's this Torta Imperial 2, Spanish almonds, Spanish... It just says it's very typical in Spain at this time of year. So I'm looking forward to tasting that. I'm really impressed with the box. It's everything that I was hoping that it would be. I didn't realise that they match people outside of the UK, which I think is really interesting, because I would love to get stuff from other countries in Europe, and I love the links that I've got now, you know. This person writes a blog too, and on the 29th of November there'll be like a big blog reveal, and there's a link up where everybody that's received a box and writes a blog writes about what they've got, what they've received. So that's what I'm going to do this afternoon, is write my blog post and sample everything I haven't already tried. Good morning! I am on my way to the Good Food Show today in Birmingham. I've been looking forward to it for ages. It's going to be really exciting, lots of Christmas crafts and bits and pieces. I've got some cash to spend, and I'm catching a demonstration by the Hairy Bikers, and I'm also going to cheese tasting event. So come in. Lord, it's only 11 o'clock and I'm already pissed on vodka. I've had so many shots. I bought this from Key Lime. It was amazing. I mean, I've had toffee vodka, I've had lime vodka and chocolate. Doesn't get any better than that. Too bad I'm on my own because I'm worried about getting home. Unsurprisingly, the vodkas were probably my show favourite. There was this Toffic vodka, which I bought 2 bottles of, and this is produced in Wales. I'm actually on the Welsh border, so it's not too far from here, and I have had it before. I had it, I think it's probably 5 or 6 years ago, maybe longer. I'll have to check out the company. I don't know much about the history of when it was established, but this was 2 bottles for £30. It's really nice just over ice, but it's also good with a little bit of milk in it. And then this one, Key Lime Pie, this was a new vodka for me. So it's an intriguing fusion of tangy limes and cream with vodka. And when I first got there this morning, the guy was giving me all of the cocktails that you can make with it, cocktails kind of shooters. So you can have it layered with Jägermeister, poured over ice, served with chocolate. And these are actually like chocolate straws that you drink the key lime vodka up through, and also just in your hot chocolate. I think I had it with something else. I think it was berries as well. I've made some notes. But this was the cute little thing. It came with these chocolate teacups. They're tiny little chocolate cups that you can serve it in, and it's in a nice like foil bag, so that wasn't too light to carry around the show. I also brought some extra chocolate cups because there's only 12 in there, and I don't really think that they would last as long as the, because there's a litre of this key lime vodka. Key lime pie vodka, so it's creamy vodka. It's not quite as strong as vodka is. You often find that when you've got the flavours though. So this one is 14.5% and the Toffic vodka is 17.5. So let me see that. There were loads of like really nice vodkas there, and I think you could probably see in the footage it was so good that I got to go and see Sorted Food. I mean, I follow them on YouTube anyway, so I actually, of everybody, I was a little bit starstruck. They were at the Kenwood stage, which was quite small, and I was right on the front row, and I felt a little bit kind of, yeah, nervous and almost like, oh my god, it's really them. And that didn't happen with anybody else that I saw today. And I saw the people from Great British Bake Off and stuff. I don't know, I think it's something, there's something more intimate, isn't there, about YouTube, and you just feel a bit closer to them. But then I was like, oh, I don't know what to say to them, which is really stupid because they're such friendly guys. They were definitely the ones that I was most excited about seeing. But when I went to see them, I think the show was at 10:30, and I'd already had like all of these shots of vodka, and I was like, I can't believe that I'm kind of, well, I wasn't exactly drunk, maybe a little bit drunk, a bit tipsy, I guess. And I thought, oh, I really need to have a sit down. So it was quite fortunate the timing of their show, and I had like a bottle of water then, because I sampled a lot of vodkas, and there were some really, really nice vodkas. And vodka's really my alcohol of choice, definitely. I'm not so much one for wines or beers, but vodka every time for me. So that's why I brought back all the vodkas from the show. I did get some chocolatey bits too, so I'll show you those. See in there, there's a Rocky Road slice and like a Millionaire's shortbread, which me and Trevor will have after tea tonight. I wanted to bring something back for Trevor too. I mean, he'll enjoy the vodka, but something that we could share later on. So yeah, I've had a really good day and so much inspiration. I've taken lots of photos, I've got lots of footage, so I'll edit it all together. It's the first time actually I've been to the Good Food Show. I really wanted to go last year and I can't remember what came up. There was a reason why I couldn't go. But I remember I was on the train that day and everyone that was coming back from the show had like the Good Food Show bags with lots of stuff in it, and I remember being like, I have to go next year. So I'm really glad that I did get the chance to go today. It's been a great day. I'll definitely go again. There's one in the summer too, so I'm gonna check the dates of that and try and get tickets for it too. I can't remember who it was I wanted to see. I think it was the Saturday Kitchen thing that I wanted to see on the main stage, but when I booked my tickets that had all sold out, because with your tickets you get like a seat in the Super Theatre, I think it's called, and there was only the Hairy Bikers left to see, and I was going to go and see them this morning. I actually went into the like the staging area, and then I was flicking through the programme and realised the Sorted Food guys were there, and actually I would rather have seen them, so I left just before the show started. Like everyone was just taking their seats, so it wasn't like I was disturbing anyone, but I left the Super Theatre stage thing from the Hairy Bikers, and I was going to go back and see if I could get in later on in the day, but I did have like a time allotted on my ticket, and then after the cheese tasting and thing, it just went on. There was so much to see. I could have stayed a lot longer, but it was getting really crowded too, so I kind of just wanted to get back home. But I reckon you could fill 2 days if you could do one day for like seeing the shows and the next day for seeing the producers. That would be really good. So maybe that's something I'll look at for the summer.